Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Can you guys hear me? Mm, They do give morphine in the ERs in this area. I know that to be a fact that they only give it by IV. How's everybody doing? All right. Let's see. I missed a lot of people. I was trying to get in touch with Pam Tate. She wanted me to let her know when we were going live. I can't find her comment. So if anybody knows where that comment is and can let her know we're live, awesome. Guys, so much I want to say. Um, how's everybody doing? Let's start there first of all. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry that it's so late. Um, honestly, you can blame one of the sunshines because right as I was getting ready to hit the go live button, I checked my emails. Oh, you good? It's good, Miss Sick is Serenity. I got you. Uh, right as I was about to go live, I checked my emails. And I had watched, actually, I fell asleep. I'm not even going to lie. Watching Peter Hyatt on Zap Girl's channel. And somebody had sent me one that he did by himself. So, hence the name. Oh, bless your heart, Purple Hearts. I've been there, hunty. That is not no fun. I will tell you, no matter what people say, if you're able to get outside, even if it's just to sit on your front porch and suck in fresh air and let the sun hit you and go lay back down, it helps. It does help. I've had, what's up, Lowe's Homestead? I'm, looks like having an allergic reaction to probably the steroids, it seems. But hey, it has kind of an unwanted but unintended side effect. Isla, what is it, Botox or whatever they do to make your lips look like duck's lips? Well, I have one lip looking like a duck lip that also has a rash, but we can forget that part. Um, sorry that it's so late. I guess most people will just be catching the replay on this. I am going to drop the link in the chat repeatedly for anybody that wants to come up. It does make you feel better. It probably is the vitamin D and the fresh air. And, there's a lot of studies about light and depression too, just so you know. Anytime that you're sick, natural sunlight just releases certain endorphins within your brain and your body. Um, there's a huge study, a lot of people have seasonal uh what's it called, seasonal depression. So did give me a one in the chat if you saw CM, Chris McDonough, and Steve from Truth from Lies um analyzing grandma's interview and um Candace's note. Give me a two in the chat if you've seen Peter Hyatt's analysis of Don's initial statement and uh, his subsequent phone call with Chris McDonough, and give me a three if you've seen both. Oh, and I'm trying to wait till some more sunshines are in the room. I have an announcement. Just a way of saying thank you and, giving recognition to a sunshine. So Gail said 12. I don't know what that means. She's seen everything. Got you, Miss Gail. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm trying to decide. I want to say the fourth. The fourth day of every month. Well, Willows, I'm gonna catch you up on both and give you my thoughts and opinions and what was stated. Um, I actually have Dawn's statement keyed up and everything to show you guys. So we'll work through that. And I can I'm not gonna be on here a real long time because I'm still hurting quite a bit. Um, and can't take the steroid anymore because allergic reaction. So it is what it is. So ibuprofen today. Um, what I was gonna say is I'm gonna starting. I don't want to say the first because I know I won't be there. But what I am gonna do is start the fourth day of each month, beginning April the 4th. I'm gonna announce during the live stream the sunshine of the month. And all it's gonna be is I kind of keep up with who's hit the subscribe button, who comments, who sends me helpful and emails, who's in all the live streams and makes comments and stuff. Now there are those of you I know that can't comment during the live in the general way, but y'all can still text, Facebook, email, you know what I mean, for interaction. And it's just going to be a recognition thing to begin with. I am working on something um, with Teespring. I have to reach a certain amount of merchandise sales. But what I am looking at is when we get to a certain level with it, and you will be able to repeat winning. Of course, we're going to try to not do it 2 months in a row, but that doesn't mean you can't win 2 or 3 times in a year. Um, and what it's going to be is I'm going to try to have an item of merchandise that is given to the sunshine of the month every month, or something that they get when they're picked out to be that. The first one in April, it may be a free one of the gift bags. You're the first person to receive that, and you get, extra items that nobody else will receive that are one of a kind. Um, you know, like cards that had stickers and stuff that still haven't been used, but the cards have personal messages, whatever it may be. Um, it may be, you're recognized in our community tab section in the about section for the month, and there may be a personal video thanking you. That may be all I can do, for a period of time. But I want to show appreciation back to those that are there and give their support and watch the videos and, click that thumbs up button and leave that comment and that interaction that helps, one, our family grow, and two, doesn't cost you or anybody anything, but just let you know that you are appreciated and that you're being thought about. I've really been trying to come up with ideas of, because y'all buzz at me when I try to say, well, I'm gonna put this money inside, do this with money. So I've been trying to find um, ways that I can show appreciation and say thank you for being there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for getting that thumbs up and that subscribe button, And, you know, um, I want to, let you, I know it's kind of like that employee of the month flag, and I apologize. But as we grow as a family and as a channel, so will the reward that's attached. But it'll always be from the heart, if that makes sense. Um, and I'm working on the video. I also put out a relaxation video. Let's see if we're past 5 minutes in. Okay. So, and somebody made a troll page with a picture that they clipped from a video of mine. So it was my picture they used. And it said, I need a dick in me. I reported them for harassment and bullying because they also said, what a nice video. Too bad you stole it from someone else. Well, don't you feel stupid, whoever tried to use it. And I hope they didn't connect an email they liked to that account because YouTube YouTube will probably be deleting that account, just so you know. And because of the way it was reported. But whatever. Anyway, um the relaxation video I uploaded, YouTube, when you're a creator, I don't know if you have to hit a certain mark or just when you sign up for YouTube they give it to you. I don't know. But they make a list and it's got hundreds of thousands of different music genres, themes, and sounds, ambient, whatever, that are free that you can put in your videos and that you're allowed to put into your videos. They actually remind you when you're uploading, do you want to use some of our music? Basically, paraphrasing. Um, and that's what music I used. I just chose one that was, I think it's the Unicorn Men or Unicorn something, simply because we have the unicorn in the Nita's World thing with the sunshine. It's the Nita's World. It's the unicorn with the sunshine right there in the forefront. That's the whole plan, the whole idea of the logo. Anyway, so, the person should feel real stupid because I pay for a service that has pictures, video, um, some audio and word phrases that gives you the rights to those. You pay, you can use those. They're non-copyrighted. They are available for commercial use and upload. I know what I was checking for because I watched the YouTube YPP Partners Program college videos that instructed you how to do that. So whoever was trying to clone me with an acronym name in my picture, know what the fuck you're talking about because you sounded ignorant. FA. Still making fun of somebody that says FA instead of AS. Anyway, bottom line is, suck it. What's up, city? And I just thought it would be nice to upload something that I thought was pretty and beautiful, and the grandbaby loved it because it put him right to sleep, and I loved it too. Um, and I'll probably make more just for shits and giggles because it irritated somebody. What's up, Katie Kitty? Roll with it. So, as I was just saying, for those of you that missed, starting April the 4th, we're going to start, or I'm going to start announcing the sunshine of the month. I'm going to pick one person every month. It's going to be just about getting that thumbs up, being in the live streams, doing the interaction, making comments on the videos, type thing, emailing, just that person that stands out. You can feasibly win it every month. There's like no restriction on that except you must be subscribed to the channel to be considered. I think that's fair. And like I was explaining, as we grow as a channel, what that entails and comes with it will grow. The first month, I'm looking at you getting a very special uh, gift bag from the summer vigil with some extra goodies that nobody else will get. And the next month will hopefully it'll be an MMIW shirt. I've got some on the way. Um, when you look at the wish list, before you look at anything to purchase, especially food items, email me. A lot of stuff. There's probably 20 items, a big expensive humidifier, and some other things that are on there. That are on there because well, I was texted specific screenshots and pictures, and the person wants to purchase it. They just have to do it over a couple weeks time, and they have me put the stuff on the wish list. So just ask if you don't care, especially for food items, before anybody buys anything. I think the the pillow that's supposed to be good for your back and the way you lay, and a pair of slides are the only things I've recently added that, and they have to do with alignment of your body too. Um, that's what's up, Willow. And I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you feel welcome, and are glad to be here. Hey, Ashley87, how you doing? Angela, welcome. And you know, I just want to do a little something nice for the people that always do something nice for me, and let them know they're appreciated. That's all it's about, you know. So let's talk about summer's case. Let's talk about it, y'all. So y'all know I always give some, in my opinion, thoughts, and I always give their thoughts, sometimes direct quotes, and I'll let you know that, or paraphrasing. Y'all, between Chris McDonough and Steve and Peter Hyatt's video, I'm just pissed off at myself right now. I read them, Ashley, and I think you were spot on and really telling a lot more. I know this heifer didn't send me no friend request. Shit, not. Anyway, sorry. Oh, bug-eyed giraffe looking. Anyway, yeah, y'all didn't hear none of that under my breath. Like I'm gonna be your friend on Facebook. Told you I was gonna touch you. Anyway, um, you were spot on with a lot of that. Y'all ignoring me. A little bit of thug was coming out trying to hold that back, but you know, yeah, right. I mean, I ain't got no beef with, but yeah, I don't want to be your friend on social media or nothing else. You know, you come at me sideways, I just want to straighten your walk. I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't got no time for you. I ain't got no, I, I mean, I ain't gonna try to like punch you when I see you, but if you feel froggy, we can jump. I'll be jumping to the left though with my back right now. It'll be a little bit my hobble. But anyway, sorry y'all. I'm feeling a little froggy tonight. I will cut a bit. I didn't say that. That was threat. That's threat. Listen, listen. Don't bother with me while I'm down to my last pack of cigarettes at $4. We ain't not doing that today. But I do want to thank y'all because I was able to get the muscle relaxers. I just have to stop the steroids because I have an allergic reaction. So, uh, uh, Oh, just this dummy in my hometown. She just dumb. She just young and dumb. Young and dumb. You know, one of them I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, but they hide out when the time comes. Yeah. All right, everybody go to Walmart. But anyway, I'm gonna drop the link, and anybody that wants to come up throughout this or has anything that any thoughts or whatever, I welcome it. Please come up and talk to us. Let us know how you feel, what you think. You may have, you may have a viewpoint or some very insightful information that we didn't get. I'm gonna tell y'all something. With those of us that are survivors in here background, when I get to Peter Hyatt's statement, I expect I'm gonna hear a lot of people go, "Wow, damn," but that's right, because that's what I did. I'm not gonna give it away, but I was like floored, and I mean floored by the insightfulness. I think is the word. It was it was spot on, and something only a survivor would be able to say spot on about. Would really know and understand, like on a level that nobody else could. So I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy little notebook here, and we're gonna get started. So they started out on Chris McDonough and Steve started out talking about the little handwritten note that Candace had handed to Inslee Adams before Grandma spoke. I think we've all got to look at it. We realize she does not have the greatest penmanship. I think we can probably all agree on it. I am going to make a disclaimer before I start talking right here. I had gut feelings and thoughts, and I allowed, what's up, Summer Soldier? I allowed people to make me feel guilty and make me feel like I was judging the parents based upon appearance or social class or status or something. And I'll be damned. I second guessed and doubted myself. And that's where I screwed up. Because to me, little girl barefoot in the rain or swinging barefoot and shit like that, let me tell you, that's normal. That's how I grew up. You know, making mud pies and making my cousin eat them because she bit me and went and told I bit her. That's how it was. That's how we grew up. You know what I mean? I I could give a shit less about that. And that was nowhere in my brain when looking at this case. Like that's what pissed me off when I first started. You know, my judgments and my thoughts were because what's up, just is it Justice Janie? My thoughts had to do with statements that just didn't damn well sit right with me. And that creepy creeperton gut feeling that I got from everybody in that damn family and surrounding them, basically. And because kids just don't go poof. We didn't have David Copperfield did not live on fucking Benny Hill. Okay? That part. What's up, New Orleans lady? And I allow people because I didn't want to hurt other people's feelings. And I didn't want them to feel like I didn't think their viewpoints were valid. Because let me explain this. Every viewpoint is valid. You may get a piece of evidence or a line of thought that completely puts a light bulb off and makes me say, okay, okay, bam, I agree with you. And that's why I tell you guys, watch everybody and everything and let's talk about it. Because we never know. I have changed my thought process over these past 8.5 months so many times about how things could have happened. But the one damn thing that has remained the same is I feel like the three damned adults that was there, that was supposed to be watching for Summer, that was supposed to be protecting Summer, that was supposed to be loving Summer, that gave Summer the DNA to walk this earth, do some shit they're not telling us. I don't know if they're not telling law enforcement, but they damn sure ain't telling us. And what they are telling us, I call bullshit. And I felt bad because, well, I'm not a detective. I'm not even a cop. Hell, I ain't even in school. I ain't even in the BLET program. But do I have to be? Don't we, as parents, as mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and sometimes even big sisters and brothers, don't we have to decipher when the people who we're responsible for are lying to us or telling us the truth every damn day? Ain't that our job? Call me crazy, but I got a lot of damn experience. And ain't we all been the kids that, maybe we snuck out the window to go to that party that we weren't supposed to go to, or go to the beach with our friends, whatever it may have been. If you didn't do it yourself, you had your cousin, your sister, your uncle, your brother, your niece, somebody, your best friend, something. We all know. But see, Teresa, that's the problem nowadays. Ain't nobody got no damn common sense. See, that's the problem. Everybody wants to coddle everybody. We're all so worried. That's why we live in the day of cancel culture. We're all so worried about offending somebody else by stepping on the crack and breaking our mama's back that we can't tell the damn truth no more. Well, to hell with that. My filter's gone and I'm too old. I think when you reach 49 or 50, you get the opportunity to start just letting your filter slide down. And I'm there. But at what point do we say, this shit don't make no sense? You make it make sense to us. That's your job. I need you to make it make sense. I ain't the judge and the jury, but shit, you got to see me at Walmart and Dollar General. I know, Ashley. Listen, little man shed a tear and I'm ready to fall on the floor. Seeking serenity, there's only one thing I can't. Let me ask y'all a question. Now, I want to know something because they've not said this, and even tonight, Chris, when they was talking about Grandma and Rose and stuff, when Rose went missing, I would love to be able to ask just one or two questions to the cops that investigated that, and one of them wouldn't give us away shit, but it kind of would. I wonder, did the cops have to call her for her to know what was going on with Rose's case? Every one of you in here right now that's a mama, a grandmama, or an aunt, or an uncle, or a daddy, or a pawpaw, or a stepdaddy, or a stepmama. Can I ask y'all a question? Real talk. If your niece, nephew, granddaughter, grandson, son, daughter, stepchild, whatever, was effing missing and you didn't know what happened to them, are you going to sit here and damn well tell me that in 5, 6, December was what? We're in the third month now. Okay, so 3, 4 months is gonna go by, and you ain't heard from the law enforcement agency that's handling that. That you gonna be like, they just don't call me. I don't know why they won't call me. This other woman, she got a kid missing too. and they call her. They won't call me. I don't know why. I don't. They'll call me and tell me that. What the fuck you mean? You know, my grandma used to tell people about coming to see her because when she hit about 85, she had no filter. She told them that the road went both directions and that the phone dialed both ways and that she didn't have no driver's license and she hadn't had one for over 80 years and she probably wouldn't get one tomorrow. You dig? My point is, if they don't call you, what the fuck stops you from calling them? You can make these stupid ass fire enhanced TikTok videos. You can be on uh, YouTube getting drunk where we see you turning the bottle up drinking. We see you so messed up you don't know hardly where you at, what your name is. You can be in a hotel room going live with a kid laying on the couch and shit. But you can't pick up the fucking phone and call TBI, FBI, CIA. Fucking, I'd be calling the president. Fuck it. I'd call Donald Trump and tell him that I'd marry his ass if that's what it took to get action on my kid's case. But you can't even pick up the phone to make a local phone call. Or while you driving your ass to the Walmart or the grocery store, because you got to go past there or really close to near there to get your ass off of Ben Hill. You can't, when you went to go get your damn liquor and your cigarettes, you couldn't carry your ass to the motherfucking police station and ask about your daughter. The fuck out my face with that shit. If this was not them, that we've been made to feel guilty because we think they done something wrong, how many of y'all, if it was your next door fucking neighbor or your child that had a child missing, would be acting like grandma's acting? Or if it was your own child, would be acting anywhere like either of them parents is acting? I ain't talking about the way that the handwriting looked on the statement. I'm not talking about the way she spelled words. I can give a fuck. How about we throw all that out the window? You tell me, how many times have you called to see about your child? Not to ask what kind of reward there was. None of that. How many times have you called to say, what can I do to help? When you heard at 3 o'clock that they were searching, did you get on the phone and call and ask what the fuck was going on? Or did you get on the live stream and whine about it to Benny and say, hit my cash app? Didn't she just say in the interview with Chris McDonough when they were standing by the water, I don't want y'all's money or nothing. This ain't about money. Ain't Don said they don't want our money? Plenty, plenty of YouTube viewers' money's on his books. Plenty of it's hitting her cash app. And I'm not downing her for that because I got one. Shit, hit my cash app. How about it? Make that thing jingle. Make my PayPal ring. Because I tell you what, I know where the fuck my kids is. How about that? Can I get $1 in my PayPal or my cash app? Because I know where my babies is. And the one time that my son was missing for about, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes, that seemed like 14 hours. I can tell you every fucking thing I did like it happened yesterday. My children are 31. They were 9 years old when it happened. I can tell you where we lived. I can tell you what I was cooking. I can tell you what table it was on, what dishes. I can tell you why I was cooking it. I can tell you when I went to the room to find him and he wasn't there. I can tell you how I felt when the police brought him to the door. I didn't know if I wanted to hug him and love him or choke the shit out of him. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I'll drop a link and I'll shut up. I'll mute myself and let you. Joy, they all three need a good lawyer. Been saying that since before October. Can y'all fathom? Give me a 1 in the chat right now. If you can fathom having a relative that you give a damn about missing, poof, just vanished. And that you could go 3 months and not call somebody to ask what was going on with their case. Exactly, Ashley. Listen, I'd be on a stripper pole using the flagpole in the middle of downtown where I live on the courthouse square as a stripper pole if it meant my child would get attention and they were missing. Y'all think I'm bullshit if you want to, but obviously you don't know me. Exactly, Purple Heart. Exactly. Just like we did. We did. What did we do? What did we do as a group? We reached out in unison so hard to TBI in Hawkins County that both made a statement that afternoon. When they didn't make one at the 3 month mark, what happened next? We reached out so hardcore. Didn't Summer end up featured on America's Most Wanted? Absolutely. We reached out hardcore. If we hadn't pushed and started it, if you guys hadn't been behind it and went with it and full force, all hearts and all hands, do you really think they'd have been on Dr. Phil? We didn't shut the hell up until she got national media coverage. That's right, Candace didn't do none of that shit. Nothing. Show me one search for Summer that either her or her mama or her husband participated in. I'll wait. Candace, Grandis, or the Great Dawn. Which one of them? Which one of them did you see out there beating the bushes looking for Summer? Which one of them used up shoe leather on the bottom of their foot? Oh, he can go question the drug dealers, but did he go search the fucking woods? I wrote something in my notes, and I was going to wait and read it until I got to a certain point. But I'm going to go ahead and read something because it really has really fucking bothered me. And I want to find where I wrote it so I don't repeat it. Okay. Okay. I'll mark that I've already done this point right here. Y'all would think I have that, whatever that my daughter named me, that app. I forget. But anyway, yeah, he can go to another town and buy $2,000 worth of drugs that he allegedly gave away. But which one of them's put $1 towards the search or towards her reward fund? I wait. But that shit's supposed to make me believe that he gives a fuck about his child, him or his wife. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. What I think is they're publicly saying to us, I ain't got no lawyer. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a dumb. I'm dummy. I don't have no education. I don't know. I don't know good enough. And behind closed doors, hell no, we ain't talking to you. Talk to our lawyer. And they can't. Just like the police can lie to a suspect, the suspect can lie like hell to us. Oh, oh, well, thank you, Miss Ashley. Please get some rest and know that I'm praying for you. Message me tomorrow and let me know how you're doing and how the family is. And if there's anything that we can do to help, please. You guys, praying hands and hearts in the chat for Miss Ashley 87. She's still struggling with the recent loss of her father. So, guys, we need to make sure that we're there for her. I have one question. If we have any RNs, CNAs, doctors, anybody in the medical field, I have two questions actually that you guys can help out with. know something. I don't know if you guys noticed. Chris commented on it, but I had noticed it when I watched the extended version of Inslee Adams' interview with Grandma. And I saw the wheelchair. I didn't know at that point. I hadn't been able to confirm that it was hers. Oh yeah, quick announcement for you guys take off. Uh I'm gonna hit the button, so hold y'all's ears. But just a little bitty
Awesome!
awesomeness. Um I'm in talks with Brandy and John from John Davis True Crime about seeing if we can't do a joint panel for you guys. Just because we gotta think alike, and I think that would be a good thing. Um, loving the hearts and praying hands in the chat. Miss Ashley, we love you and we are praying for you. Get plenty of rest and take care of yourself, please. And thank you so much. I haven't even looked at my phone. I think I'm sitting on it. Don't tell nobody. It might have cracked everything. Oh, thank you, Miss Ashley. Well, that's what I'm Ashley. Hopefully, we can get that together for you. I'm trying to. He emailed me back. I'm talking to him and Brandy, and we're trying to get a schedule done. Princess Mary proposed at 28. If that ain't the damn question of a lifetime, real talk. I don't know the answer to that because I've been asking that same question, and you're probably gonna hear me uh again say it. I do have one question. I'm gonna ask it right quick, but I got bum nose on. Well, let me ask this question, and I'll blame my nose while I wait on the answer. How about that? The question is, and I wrote this just like this: why does Grandma need a special chair to sit in a wheelchair? But the day that Summer went missing, the day she was hurting enough to have to go to the emergency room for treatment because somebody else told her she's hurting so bad she needed to go. And then, not only did she go to the ER and leave, but then she went on a short hike towards the water at Warrior's Path. Now, you guys know I've been to Warrior's Path, so I don't want to hear no BS from nobody that ain't been there about all that. What? No walk. Let me tell you something. The closest that you can park and then walk down through there, and the way the growth and foliage was during that time, there's roots. I stumbled across the path, hunty, and I had on my Chuck Taylors, my favorite Converses, with a comfy t-shirt, long dress that had the little splits so my feet wasn't getting caught up in anything. Oh, I'm gonna get to that part, Katie, for real, and let y'all know my opinion. But my question is, a woman that had to go to the ER, she ain't had no knee surgery or nothing done since, that had to go to the emergency room on the day Summer went missing, needs a wheelchair and a special orthopedic chair. I've seen it. I've seen them before at the nursing home. I've done geriatric care. That's where I first got my certification. When I first started at $4.75 an hour as a CNA. So don't play with me on it. I know what it looks like. If you need all that orthopedic equipment while you're on retirement, which means I'm going to ask you about it because Medicare is paying for it. So my federal tax dollars has contributed to it. I'm going to ask. Shit me. If you need all that, how did you go to the ER and then go on a short hike? Right, Teresa. It's like being a little bit pregnant. You either did or you didn't. You were either lying and you were seeking you were using drug seeking behaviors, when you went to the emergency room, or you effing lied about walking down that path. One of the two. You can't have it both ways. Oh, wow. Jeannie, just give me a yes in the chat if the channel that you're speaking of is a GG channel. And DW and Pam Wells were married at one time. I'm going to get to that part, Miss Becca, but I'm agreeing with you. I'm just wanting to know, one, the answer to the question about the wheelchair. I want your thoughts on that. And then two, is it a GG channel or a different one? You don't have to give me the creator. If it's a GG channel, just give me a 1. If it's not, give me a 2. And I'm going to mute while I blow my nose. GG is like the JGFTK. Or Straight Out of Utah and several others. That and Wicca are the only 2 channels that I've heard saying that. There is, yes, ma'am, yes, Summer Soldier. If it was purchased with insurance, you have to have a doctor's order. What's up, Dave, the teddy bear dog? What you doing? Somebody grab Sydney Megan, Russian bot. Um, yeah, if it was either one of those 2, I don't hold much stock. What I can tell you to respond to those questions is, yes, Don was married to a Pamela Wells. I have found their divorce decree. I have found no adoption record for Candace. I have found an adoption record for Aaliyah. What is it? Aaliyah Sky something Wells. With a different dad and no mother identified. I heard that, Dave. I do the same thing. Like, fall asleep between like 7 and 9 for a couple hours and then I'm up. Sucks. And the PTSD and stuff doesn't help. Purple Arts, yeah, bipolar is what I think. That's my personal opinion. Oh my gosh. Please just tell me I'm not out of goody powders. I will have a serious meltdown. Just knew I had one left. Swear I had one left. Okay. Great day in the morning. If there ain't one stuck in my purse somewhere, this bad. I swear there was one left in the box. What's up, Denise Wilson? I'm about to cry. Damn it. I just knew, I swear I had a goody powder left, y'all. This is bad. Okay. I'm going to keep digging and talking. Maybe it fell in my purse. Found my hemp chapstick. It works great. Yeah, listen. Y'all, I tried. That Wicca was like, I woke up in the wee hours of the morning. It was the only thing. And it was the live stream. And I thought, listen, I really considered calling somebody to ask them something was wrong with me. You know, I have to wear glasses. My eyes ain't the best. But she kept telling me that we see this and that there was people coming from under here and don't you see it? And to be real with you, oh, hell no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Nope. Never found a birth certificate for Summer or the 2 younger brothers. Yeah, Dave, for real, for real. Like, I'm like, bitch, bye. I wanted to see what she was talking about. I'm like, for real, if it's there, fuck it, I'm right. I'm gonna like call a cab or something and just owe the money until I get there. I'm going right now. I'm going to Hawkins County and I'm gonna find them. You know. Sorry, Katie. It's probably because I'm moving around, like literally standing on my head trying to find a goodie powder that I thought I had and I can't find, and I'm having a serious moment. This is the only thing that seems to help when I get headaches. I literally am ready to walk to the store now. Second, the floor fell out. I'm so ready to cry. Well, I found a Hulk Hogan stretchy doll in the bed with me. Don't tell nobody. Apparently, now I'm sleeping with Hulk Hogan. The doll. Oh! Dad, I'm ready to cry. Okay. I have found everything. Oh, thank you. What's up, September? Oh, and it popped it up on the screen. I have missed you. My September Virgo. I'm over here having a mental breakdown. I went to get a goodie powder and thought I had one and don't. See? Okay. Yeah, it seems, I think so too, Dave. Because I've seen some of her older videos. What's up, Navy Mom? And, yeah, I'm still looking for a goodie powder, sorry. I've watched some of her older work, and it's just a whole, like, different mindset, atmosphere, you know? Yeah, the magical boardroom. I thought so. Um, I don't want to say the creator's name. I was about to. My bad. A magical boardroom. I know who that. But I liked a lot of her stuff in the past. I really liked it, and I enjoyed watching her. And I think kind of like when a circuit board gets overloaded. I'm feeling that kind of thing. Take those smoking privileges, man. Y'all take my smoking privileges away, and it's gonna be a bad day. I can't. This is why Nita can't go to jail. Who's smoking fake weed? Y'all got to tell me these things. I felt like a Riri when certain. Ooh, did I find it? No, thought I found a goodie powder and got real happy. I'm digging through my old purse. You know how we do. Um, y'all just give me about 30 seconds to keep looking for one, and I'll give up or find one here as soon as I finish looking through his purse. Sorry. Can y'all hear me now? I remember that, Miss Cassie. I don't. It keeps booting me off because the internet here is unstable. I didn't run off. It booted me. How long I've been over here talking shit and searching for a goodie powder and really talking crap, y'all. And still ain't found a goodie powder. Uh, I gave up. I went through my old purse and everything. Sorry. The Wi-Fi. Y'all know when my Wi-Fi be janky. Thank you, Spectrum. I put y'all on blast every time you knock me off of here. That's what that Spectrum Wi-Fi gets you here in the mountains of North Cackalack, the mud suckers. Okay, so listen, if I find one more empty goodie powder in my purse, I swear for Bob, y'all will hear me scream. Okay, I give up. I don't have none, and I'm about to have a meltdown because it's oh, thought I found one. About had a moment. The only thing that helps with my migraines, and I don't have to take that stupid migraine stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the notes. Uh, listen, Cassie, I can't find what she's looking for. Um, goodie powders. It's a combination. They're kind of like Excedrin. Let's see. It probably is the Russians. I ain't thinking that shit. I can't find it thinking Serenity. That's what I just did. That's why I didn't notice I was booted off. I dumped my purse. I don't have one. I don't have a loose one. So I'm going to have to. Shit. Anyway, okay. Yeah, it's a combination. It's got aspirin, acetaminophen, and caffeine. In case y'all don't know, I didn't know March was migraine season. Um, but just FYI, when I was being treated for migraines, if you have true migraines, um, Imitrex usually will work for you because it's a vascular dilator, and what causes the migraines is when the blood vessels constrict and the blood flow is restricted. Hence, why right September Virgo, it's hard telling. But hence why the goodie powder thing works and etc. Migraine works because they have aspirin, which is a natural blood thinner, which helps blood thin and flow more freely when the vessels are constricted, and you have caffeine, which also makes it happen faster. No, back and body is not as good, in my opinion. Back and body is missing the caffeine, which is the ingredient that makes it work fast. hmm I like the Imitrex as well, Dave. It's non-narcotic, doesn't cause you no problems, and when I can afford it, that's what I like. I tried the nose spray, the injectors, and the pills. I don't like the auto injector at all. Um, I preferred the nose spray, but it leaves a powdered coating inside your nose too. I wonder, Dolores, if that could be. Yeah, I can't take the BC powders. I have to get the orange or the purple. You take the pill. The pill just takes too long to take effect. When I'm in the throes of a really bad one, all I can do, sound doesn't bother me that bad. Light is my migraines, like, ugh, especially them old school fluorescent bulb shit. Those are horrible. I used to hate going to Kmart because I could hear them buzzing when I was in the middle of full blown migraine. I've not tried the cherry BC. I've seen the lemon, but I've not seen cherry around here. Um, oh, I was reading Denise's comment. Thank you, Patricia. Okay, guys. So I had asked that about the wheelchair. I can't go get none now. Ugh, what time is it? I sent my daughter to the 24-hour store, though. I'm telling you. I just can't. They went up crazy. Yeah, migraine. I like to be in a cool room. The coldness seems to help. Dark, and I like a cold rag just across my eyes. I get so they are listen, when they get real rough, I'm throwing up from them. I don't know how other people are affected, but and it's hereditary too. Bang the gong. I can bang the gong. Look. Hold on. I think this one is it. Ding, ding. See, mine's hereditary. My mother's dad used to have them really bad. Oh, Dolores, that sounds like heaven. I might have to make me one. I got the little beaded eye mask from the dollar store. Brings me a washcloth and hook it to it. Good to go. I know I'm working on that part, Katie. I got to figure out how to. And this might adjust it. I don't know. We'll try it on the next thing I do. Um, Let me get back to work. What's up? She got it from Amazon. Okay. I know that's right, September. Do I have the eye problem? You talking about with? I do my. Oh, seeing the spots? No, I don't get the spots before migraine. Not that I recall. I do hear sounds. It's like a ringing or a buzzing a lot of times before they come on. What's up, City? I'm going to drop the link again, you guys, for anybody that wants it. I promised I'd keep doing it periodically when I thought about it. Um, so let's see. Back to, we're going to start at the beginning of my notes and just work our way through. I got the lozenges and some patches on the way. I'm going to try. I'm going to be trying to quit. Okay. So from my notes, here we go. And this is just in chronological order of how we're starting with the Chris McDonough analysis on TIR of the handwritten note that Candace gave to Ainsley Daniels, if I can get it out, and to Grandma's statement. Oh, thank you, Dave. I'm working on it. You guys are gonna see some more organization of the videos. I'm putting them into playlists, so it'll be easy, especially with Summer's case. I'm dividing up the ones that are more about the parents, the ones that are more about the history of Hawkins County, genealogical study, and also then the ones that are about um, like the farms, the land, just in the early on in the case and different ones. Thank you, September. I don't know why it didn't come up on the screen, but we're gonna make it show. Look, and it came up on the screen. Whoop whoop in the middle. Oh, thank you very much. I like the fact it just comes up all across my face. That way y'all can't miss it. It's right in the middle. Alrighty. And let's see. So what I wanted to say, the first thing is that Steve said that there are several indicators of hesitation in Summer's name. while writing it. Right, Summer Soldier, I agree with you. And if you guys notice, and I think I made a note about it, I'm going to double check. Yeah, I said, for me, no other use, because I paused it, and I looked through the entire statement. And what really got me was that the U in Summer's name is the only one that you can see, like where the pen kind of stopped on the left hand side of the U and looks like it kind of rocked back and forth a little bit. You know what I mean? Like almost like she was thinking Summer while she was writing it. You know what I mean? No other U in that note looked like the U in Summer's name. And there were several others that I looked at. I made that it's that to me something was just odd about it because it was printed. You know what I mean? Like it's not cursive handwriting. They don't even teach that anymore. You know? And I think it was an indicator of there's something about that. Just like there's something about the way that they don't say her name. That they don't plead for her like other parents. Um the next thing, and they didn't even address this, and I wanted y'all's thoughts on it. If anybody had any thoughts about this, why were all the B's capital? I just wondered if every B, whether it was because there was no punctuation, it was not about a beginning of a statement or thought or sentence, but every B that she wrote was a capital B. Maybe she didn't even know it. I don't know, but for some reason, I don't know. It was just one of them things that I said, and Chris and them didn't address it. I don't think dyslexia would affect the way the B was written. That just makes you transpose numbers or write them backwards. Yeah, no emotion when speaking about Summer. The boys, Dawn, her mom, the same way, if you look, the same way that she looked and acted about Rose, same way. Same way. No different than my personal, humble opinion. Um, she said, I can't not, which is a double negative, and we all know what does that mean. What is a double negative? I can't not means I can't. So she can speak for Dawn. She's choosing not to. They felt that it was a subliminal message letting Dawn know that she's still right there with him. I don't know about that. I honestly don't know about that. It may be a subliminal message saying, hey, no matter what I'm out here doing and saying, I'm not going to tell your secret safe with me. Maybe that, but I don't believe. I do believe that she knows that that means I can't. And I think that that's almost a thumb in the nose. Because listen, they want us to think that they're more ignorant and uneducated than what they really are. Sometimes people with the right street smarts can be smarter in certain situations and circumstances than people with a PhD or a master's. You know, when it comes to dealing with criminal acts, who you gonna think it's going? If you trying to break into a safe, are you gonna go ask a lawyer or a judge or uh you know the head of Walmart Corporation? Or you gonna go ask the safecracker and a person that's committed burglaries? Come on, it's that simple. That's how we got to look at this. Like I keep saying, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight damn line. And that's what we got to remember. It's the simple. That's right, Dave. That's right. And I hold out hope as long as they're involved. I just think that they going to be more people than we think about. It's going to be. Nah, they ain't beating the system like they ain't as smart as they think they are. I really think that they saw that Chris was a YouTuber with a big following and that he was an ex-cop. And I think they thought that they could sell him a line of horse shit and he'd believe it, you know? And I think that that's when they got mad because they realized they got played. Absolutely, Emmy. I agree with you 1,000%. They big mad, y'all. They big mad. That's why, listen, I expect to have some shit talked about me. If you notice, when I was investigating and I was really coming at it and saying what I really thought, what I really felt, I was getting come at from every side. I was getting drugged like a three-legged dog in a horse race by several channels. Then, when I got focused on other shit and arguments and bullshit, I got left alone, didn't I? Watch, mark my words. I'm on back on my track where I was at and in my right mindset. So be prepared. I'm ready for it. That's all I'm going to understand. That's all I'm going to say about that, right? Lord, I sounded like Forrest Gump. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. But anyway, um, the next thing that I thought was real important. One, Grandma answered our question that we had early on in this case, y'all. We wondered, was she going to the emergency room? Did she have an appointment with the doctor? Um, and I saw several people discussing and saying that they won't give cortisone shots and they won't give morphine and they won't do this. Let me tell you something. If she has a regular doctor and the ER contacted him and he called it in, they will give that shit. If they believe that she was truly in pain and had symptoms, they do give morphine in the ER. Y'all want to bet? You want to bet? Y'all want to bet money on it? Y'all, my back pain, my stuff showed up on my ultrasound. They could see the inflammation. They could feel the knots. And guess what? They ran an IV and I got morphine at the hospital. The cortisone, yes, they will because she had had the knee surgery. It depends on how long ago she had the knee surgery. Did she have an orthopedic surgeon that was treating her that they could contact? And that orthopedic surgeon put in that order? Yes, they will. I have standing orders. Well, I used to. When I was going to my doctor regular and I had insurance, I had standing orders for Stadol and Vistaril by IV for migraine. It depends on when the last cortisone shot she had was. They could give her a court. She said she got a shot of cortisone. I didn't say it. Granda said she got a shot of cortisone. I mean, that's a steroid and an anti-inflammatory. But the morphine they would give only by IM, which is injection, or IV. They're not going to give her oral morphine, and they're not going to give her a prescription for it generally. Um, if she is on pain medicines already, they may call her out something, call her in something different, but generally it's not going to be something stronger. Absolutely, that's what I believe. It was drug thinking. Absolutely, I mean. Okay. The next thing I said, again, addressing what I already addressed at the beginning. Yeah, she said she got a shot for pain, and that she got a corticoid. I'm trying to think what she said. Cortisone steroid shot, cordaid steroid shot, something steroid shot. Yes, yes. I'm thinking maybe she was trying to make it seem like she got something less than what she really got. You know what I mean? I'll have to, if y'all give me a second, I'll roll it back and look. Bam! I'm Summer Soldier. You're with me. It's that part ain't even. What's up, Pam? Let me drop the link again. To me, that point's not even relevant. So many of you guys have been asking for months. Did she have an appointment or whatever? Um, the it was answered in Chris's live stream. I was wondering about that part, Becca, for the artificial knee. Thank you. That's what I wondered. Anyway, it wasn't an appointment. It was an emergency room visit. And she said, does Dawn look like the person that's going to take an extra 30 minutes and extra sweat labor to transfer tools from one vehicle to another just because? For no reason? Does he really seem to y'all like the type of person that's going to walk the extra half mile just because? I mean, let's be real. And that's what Mr. Hunt was saying. Is when you look at the yard, you look at the house, you look at Don's work record, you look at how Don maintains himself, hygienically and otherwise, it doesn't look like he's the type of person to want to do extra work just because. And then he says that Don uses several unnecessary edits during statements of emotion. Scripting equals storytelling. The unnecessary edits that he's talking about is the they, the cause, the because. It's all in here. And when he gives like he tells a statement, but he gives a reason or an answer to a question before it's asked. Those are the unnecessary edits. Um, and like he said, it's a very indicative of acute addiction, behavior, wording, and action. And that has to be kept in mind, which is to convince everybody it's not my fault. I'm not the person that's guilty. Whether it's an eraser missing, a gallon of gas that you had set out in your yard for your lawnmower, or your child. Think about it. And then I wrote this. This is my personal opinion right here. So I guess I should say, in my personal opinion, all the calls with CM, which is Chris McDonough, and Mary were done. All those prank calls and shit, all that stuff was done before October, while their 5-year-old little girl was missing. Missing. So you got time to plan an elaborate prank on your stepsister and the viewing audiences, but you don't got time to go beat the bushes and hunt your child, or to call law enforcement and get an update. Is that what concerned Karen hovering helicopter parents do today? I'm just wondering because I don't know. No, because a couple other notes right quick because it's just a couple things I had left. I said she's missing. What the fuck? This is not living life and picking up the pieces. This is just being mean and cruel. Like the joke they played on Mary and several other things. And then I said, and I said, yeah, they thought it was funny. They thought it was a joke while their daughter's missing. And I made a list. Peter Hyatt says his personal opinion is, I'm going to give you this part here, that Candace is lying about how much she watched Summer and being neglectful towards Summer and the rest of her children, boys included. Her and Dawn are both lying about why Summer's hair was cut. And he even, I'm going to need, those of you, trigger warning with what I'm about to say. I'm gonna get this, put this out there. Huge trigger warning right now with this. But this, I'm gonna read verbatim. I wrote his words down because I didn't want to get this part wrong. I've been feeling it, but I didn't know how to state it. And when I read this, I want everybody to remember something. It seems like when somebody else is the favored person in the family around Candace, that they come up missing. Rose was Grandma's favorite. She even said it. Now she's got Summer, of course, that's the baby. I mean, Candace, of course, that's the baby. We all know that it's been said that Kim Bly favored Rose. Candace made pretty much said that in a couple interviews that I've watched. I digress. Anyway, what he said was he thought they were both lying about why the hair was cut. And he gave two reasons. That sometimes when a child is being essayed by an adult partner, that the female, the mother, will often make them their perception of ugly. So the essay perpetrator won't want them. Will think they're ugly and not want them. Considering Candace cut her hair too, maybe. I don't know. The other thing he said was, or again, it was because that was her perception of what was ugly and unwantable because she saw her as competition. And that part scared the shit out of me, guys. Alright, fam. I'm going to shut up and let you speak on anything you wanted to. Oh, the last thing. Dawn, he said, lied about two things he felt. Why he cut her hair and the possible that she was being essayed by him.
Okay, imagine all the pictures that you see of Summer. She's holding her hands down at her twat area. Trigger warning. She's always holding her hands at that area. And another thing, imagine when you're asked a question, like he said, look at body language, but also when you're asked a question, don't add other words in it, is what he's saying. Because they added words makes them look guilty. When you're asking a question and it's a yes or no, it's a yes or no.
Absolutely.
So when they add all this extra stuff,
I 1,000% agree with you.
And if you go back to one of Don's interviews, he said the word script in it. And far as the cutting of the
And so
hair,
has Candace recently too.
Candace may have wanted a boy. Don knew she was being essayed, and she was gonna tell what was happening at home, even when she went to school. Look at the way she rubbed on Robin. You let her rub a teacher on that, and they're gonna know
Plus, they
something's
had to
going
have a
on.
birth certificate.
Huh?
Ugh. I feel like Robin failed her so bad on that note.
Because she didn't know. Well, I don't know if she didn't or not, but she didn't know all that rubbing that she did was coming from home. But you see Robin hanging out with them now, so there's a picture of her and Benny and all of them up there.
No, it scares me.
And the 7-day event. But if you listen to Dawn, they couldn't even get the haircut story straight. She cut her hair, Candace cut her hair, Dawn cut her hair to make her look, whatever. They couldn't even get that story straight.
It just kills me because I just feel like we're never.
And let me ask you something. If you know where something is, are you going to look for it? No.
Hell no, that's why they've been sitting on their arse. They ain't no point in looking for it. They know.
Exactly. They just got to figure out each other who they could throw under the bus.
And I have a thought. And it's something that was said, but I just can't bring myself to really even think about it. It's something I know from olden days when Granddaddy used to breed hound dogs and chickens, and how you could dissolve things and not have smells and such.
Are you going to go and she's in the wall somewhere?
Nope.
I'm sure there's tunnels somewhere around that house. It's an old house.
There's several tunnels around that house, and there's several mines not far from there, and those mines can take you to Kentucky, North Carolina, Virginia, Knoxville.
And imagine all them towns that they've been to. And remember when Dawn said, I lost her
Like
once
his
and got her
import
back?
to Gatlinburg was the most recent trip. I
Remember when Dawn said, I lost her once
my
and I got her back?
fondest and hopeful thought is that she's somewhere with somebody else until she's old enough they can't receive felony charges.
Remember when Dawn said, I lost her and I got her back? I think they lost all the kids at
Sure
one
do.
point.
I said something about it, and everybody jumped on me and said that he was talking about the story that Ziggy had told him about just getting her teenage daughter back.
I heard she lost Summer, and then I heard they lost Summer and the boys, and they got them back. And her adopted, or her, the one that took care of her, lived in Wisconsin. Imagine why they wanted to go back on her
Uh-huh.
birthday. They was saying it was because of Molly Golightly and all them coming up there. No, they said they wanted, they wanted to go to Wisconsin because the woman in Wisconsin always sets up a birthday for Summer. But I also heard that Summer's birthday was not in February. If you look up her sign, Summer Wells' birthday sign, like, your zodiac sign, it says Leo. Leo is not February.
While I got you here, Miss Pam, let me ask you a question. What parents don't even know their children's birthdays?
None. I can tell you my dog's birthday. And why did
They didn't know Summers.
Why did Don have to go around, miss his drive, go around to the back and see the boys at the shed when you got a missing kid who doesn't come up the drive and see what's going on? Why do you have to go in the back?
I agree. Why did he go to that shed first and stayed as soon as he
Exactly.
seen the boys and the neighbor there? He knew she was gone.
Exactly. And why don't you look for something? Because you already know. And like Candace said, you'll never find her and you'll never find any evidence. Now she's talking like Don when Don said it. Oh, I could have told them she wasn't up here. No, because you already moved
And
her.
let's not forget how quickly her toys and clothes were given away.
Now, who has seen the rebel flag around the tree that Summer Swing was on? Hello? And I think they've took the swing down.
I've seen that and the rebel flag hats and the ICP stuff with the rebel flag in both H's dad Andrew's Facebook, Candace's Facebook, Dawn's Facebook, and Summer's Facebook.
And who lets her kids listen to songs like that? My house? Nope. I wouldn't let a 10-year-old listen to it, let alone a 5-year-old.
That one and what was it, Godzilla? I don't know which version of Godzilla, but
The Eminem version. And it's disgusting. And the other one talks about
oh hell no.
putting guns in your mouth. That's the My House.
I know. I sat and listened to it because I had never heard it, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
And the planting of the flowers, like Grandma said, she threw that flower story right out the window. It was cactuses. And what 5-year-old's going to touch a cactus?
Not even that, but there was weeds taller than the cactus. I saw a maple sapling growing that was taller than the cacti from betwixt the rocks that was supposed to have just been put in there. And that sapling, the tallness of it, it would have been probably at least 6, 8 weeks
And
minimum,
they were dead.
maybe longer, but at least 6 weeks.
And they were dead. These people are guilty and guilty
Yeah,
as
I thought I was the only one that noticed that they looked brown, not green, for cactus. Come on now.
even the weeds around it were brown. And what little kid, just imagine, do a retake. Everybody do a retake. Put your kids up against
Could
a gallon,
think
couple gallons of
that
milk.
somebody in law enforcement is helping them cover this up for some reason.
Do a retake. Everybody take your children and put them on 2 gallons of milk. Are they going to stay there asleep? No. Was there something in that drink that was on the thing? Yes, because it made H sick. Because H told her to stop and get him a Mountain Dew.
Well, I went and found some literature about methadone. And also, I have the pictures from H's friend that was at Warrior's Path with them on the 13th and 14th, where I have the picture of them catching the fish and where the girl made the Facebook post. She posted 3 20-ounce orange sodas. It was Fanta, Orange Crush, and I forget what the other one is. I think it's I can't the knee-high orange, and made a comment about them. So I went and did some research, and methadone, the tablets, and the liquid you pour it into it, the Sun Kissed or the Fanta Orange or whatever, and mix it up and drink it if you can't swallow the grit and stuff. And you can crush the methadone tablets up and put them in there. It is actually recommended. Go look at McLeod. It's like McLeod Methadone Clinic, but McLeod is the name of it. If you look in their literature, it does say that the citrus, like they recommend orange juice because of the citric acid, helps break it down and make it more palatable.
When you talk drugs, you got me lost. Because I've never done them in my life. Ain't drank in my life. So you got me lost in all that.
Well, somebody had told me, and I had to go do research because I didn't know. They were telling me that you have to stand at the pharmacy window and take the methadone. But when I called the McLeod Clinic, we have one in the next town. We don't even have one in the town I live in. We have one in the next town over. And when I called them, what they told me is once you have been there and you pass your drug test when you come in, they do send take homes, especially when inclement weather and such is called for.
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you seen her wish list? Candace's wish list.
Honestly, I have not.
Why is there a fake belly wrap on it? Or fake, like, looks like a
What the
pregnancy
hell?
belly you strap to you? And a lot of camping gear. A hammock and Go to Doug's. He put it all out.
Okay, well, even if somebody said that it's a fanny pack with the fake belly. Let's listen. For shits and giggles, let's say that's true. Okay. Um, that's just as sick as putting Summer in Flames in a video on your channel. It's and what's all the camping gear for? I mean, it sounds to me like some people were suggesting that they were thinking about making a run for it before Dawn got that DWI charge.
Oh no, that the lady that was with him said that either she took the stuff down or everybody, and somebody in the comments said that all the stuff was purchased. But there was nothing on that wish list for a child at all. Nothing. Nothing for the
Like,
boys,
for
nothing
instance,
for
there was
nothing.
nothing for the boys. There was nothing for the boys' room. There was nothing for Summer's room.
Well, she got rid of Summer's clothes. And like I said, are you going to look for something?
I took all kinds of flack for that. All kinds of flack.
For what?
People jumping on me left and right
For what?
about that, saying that I was wrong because I said the toys.
Well, she said in one of the it was said in one of the
Because I
things that
said the
some
toys and the clothes were given away. And I know that the toys were donated to charity and the clothes before we did the vigil in October.
well, I at one of the vigils, some lady was giving her money and giving the boys money, and she said, Candace, the lady heard Candace say, "Save that, we may need it for gas." And the lady said, "No, I will give you gas money, and the boys can keep their money."
I remember hearing that. That was early on when the church people were still showing up in force for the
Mm-hmm.
prayer meetings and the vigils that they were having. Somebody said,
Yep.
"Who moves away when your baby is missing?" Christine Hubbard. I've actually discussed that previously. Like, there's a case near me. As of Valentine's Day, the little girl, her name's Asia Degree. She's been missing for 21 years. Her parents had an appointment on the 15th of February, the year she went missing, 21 years ago, with a real estate agent to sign the paperwork to go into escrow for a purchase of a house. 19 years later, they finally moved. 19 years. They never kept that real estate appointment and didn't leave because they wanted their child to know where to come home to. If that doesn't speak volumes, those parents still do a 5-mile walk every year on Valentine's Day around from where she went missing to their home and back to where the billboard is still at that they bought and they paid for and they still continue to pay for. They didn't even change her room for almost 12 years. And think about it, 4 months, and they had already given away Summer's toys and clothes. And by the way, the shoe of hers that I have the picture of that was found in the woods, it ain't Velcro.
Because she didn't know how to tie, she didn't know how to swim, and she didn't know how to ride a bike. And I had a niece that was murdered. She was 16. She had a son that was 3 months old. And it still bothers my brother today. And it's unsolved. There was no justice. And it's Tabitha Rain Shucks.
But as parents, that's what we do. We don't ever get it. I've said this when I was talking about my child. One thing as a parent, we grow up through life and we're conditioned that we're going to someday bury our grandparents and our parents. It's just the natural ebb and flow of life. But we're never conditioned to bury our child before us.
And
And no, September, I got to work on that right now.
if Don loved his child as much as he said, oh, she made my arm twist and all of this, if you loved her, then let her have a proper burial. Bring her forward. But they're too stingy to tell where she's at. And when people help them write letters and tell them how to act on the behavior panel,
I think they're too.
you're just as guilty as the person that did it. And I know someone that did that.
Preach, Miss Pam.
Huh?
Holly's mama, I like what you said right there. She said we have words like orphan and widow, but no word for a parent that has lost their child because it is unimaginable. It is, you know.
Exactly.
No, Linda Hartman. No, I honestly, I don't think. I really think that they may be hiding her somewhere until it's too late for felony charges and they can't get any forensic evidence to press charges of SA. I also think that the parents are a lot more street savvy and law enforcement smart than they've ever been given credit for being.
Yeah. And they play a lot of games. But playing it with your child just to gain money is wrong.
Still trying to find the right Facebook.
It might be a circle with a gray shirt on. I live in Anderson.
There's a Pam Tate that lives here, and hers keeps coming up. I'm looking now. It might take me a minute.
Look under Pamela.
Glasses, glasses. Put my glasses on. Okay. I'm trying to. Good morning, Miss Nancy. We Scottish Mall. Willow Homestead. Send me a link and an email then. I'm looking still. I got the glasses out. I agree with you on that, Christine Hubbard. I don't think the reward fund's going to make a difference, unfortunately.
Well, they didn't want the reward fund to go up.
I see you, September. Thank you, Miss September Virgo. I was reading her comment, y'all.
But just imagine, do you look for something that you already know where it is? No. Do you put flyers out? They was able to put a no
I felt
trespassing
that
sign
way.
out, but where was the flyers? They didn't even put a picture down at the end of their driveway with the no trespassing sign. And imagine,
Would y'all remember what David Dodson said before he got fired?
I'm one that I never left the hill.
I'm with you. I've never left their house.
Because we know for one fact, that grandma and Candace was with that girl the whole day. Now, far as Don, we don't know anything because we weren't there. But we know Grandis was.
So, do you believe that they had it pre-planned to hand her off to somebody, like possibly Dobbs, who took her to a third party's residence and then tried to say she was abducted or kidnapped so they didn't get in trouble?
Well, they would, you'd have to put, where did this guy live? And we don't know. Everybody's trying to say, oh, it started at 8 o'clock. Only the hospital will know when Grandis got there and when she left. It'll be on the paperwork. Then you start your little routes from there. We don't know how long they spent in them stores. She says 5 minutes, everybody. And I think Hunter was an alibi. Or H, sorry. I think he was just an alibi. Because even Allie,
I agree. I
you
think
let
they
some adult
used him
buy my kid
as
what she bought
a
him.
scapegoat per se, almost a backup.
You let some adult buy my kid what she bought him. I'd have had your ass in court the next day. But
No shit, but Allie acts like it was no big deal. Like it was like she was saying that he bought a bottle of water.
no, no, no. You got to have structure.
I sent you
If
a
you don't
message
have
and a
structure,
friend request, Miss Pam, from my personal account.
yeah, if you don't have structure at your at if you don't have structure in a home, then the kids are gonna run all over you. They're gonna run the house, and you're gonna sit back and
Do you
say,
think
"Yes,
the
ma'am."
boys got treated better?
No, because the boys had to watch that oldest boy. Probably thinks he's daddy now. And if they had all them bed bugs and scabies and all that, then why is she still walking and collecting money? Because she's got sympathizers. Everybody wants to think it was a hard life that she lived. I lived a hard life. I seen a head go across the cement at the age of 10, but I didn't turn myself to drugs or alcohol. Everybody's had rough life, but come on.
Yeah, go, Miss Pam. Are you sure you wasn't growing up with me?
Everybody has a hard life. Does it make you turn to it? No. It's how you choose to make life. You go on. And some of the choices you make in life, everything's a choice.
Well,
We pick up a cigarette,
listen,
we pick up a water. We have that choice to do that. I'm losing all my teeth as of March 23rd.
true
But you
statement, true statement.
but you think I'm gonna stop living life? No, I'm going on. I'm 54. I'm going on. I'm gonna make it to the day today that God wants to take me. But them parents ought to be behind bars right now and not for a DUI. And he ain't going home even if he gets out at 180 days because he's got to go in a treatment center. And if he don't want it, it's not going to work because he's going right back to her. And what people ought to do for her right now is to get her in some treatment, get her clean, talk her into a
Right?
rehab.
And I said, if you want to donate and do something for them and the family, then start a trust fund for them boys. Because they're going to need college, even if they stay in the foster care system. 9 out of 10 that leave the foster care system when they age out walk out with a garbage bag with what they got in it, and that's it.
Yeah, but some of them aren't like that. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. Give or take. You know, them boys is probably living happy just to have a clean mattress or clean sheets on their bed and having clean clothes of their own sizes.
Well, allegedly, they don't want to go back home.
That's what I heard. Well, I wouldn't either. And the oldest one had to watch all the younger ones. What kind of life did he have? Candace liked boys. She didn't like girls. Candace gave one up at the hospital. They've had 9 kids in between them, and they don't have
Right?
none of them. And now she says, I love Don because he's the father of my kids, but I'm not in love with him. Well, you're in his house.
Again, facts. Straight facts. I've said the same thing. I thought maybe she actually moved out when we saw her in the motel.
And then Grandma wanted to leave? Well, oh, Candace gonna live up there by herself? Ain't no way. She's scared of the bears, the coyotes, and the snakes. Why would she live by herself? Shit.
And does she really even legally have a right to that property? Because as I still understand, they never legally married. So that property would technically go to his oldest 2 children. Because the other ones aren't old enough to inherit.
I heard she talks to Sonia.
Well, no, I thought the property would go to Don's 2 children by Pam.
Yeah, Sonia Sessions is his oldest daughter and the boy. Ain't it?
No, Sonia's his sister.
Well, I know she talks to Sonia. And there's 3 septic tanks up there.
Candace does or Pam does.
Huh? Candace said there, or no, Pamela Wells said there's 3 septic tanks up there.
Candace talks to Sonia or Pam.
Candace.
No, ma'am, Emmy, because Tennessee does not recognize common law marriages. Actually, as I understand, I don't think there's any states left in the continental U.S. that do, but I know here in the South, none of them do because I did a check on that. It is not recognized in Tennessee, North Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, for certain.
Not everybody's going by that common law anyway anymore. A lot of people failed this little girl. All the way from the parents to the church to the neighbors. And when you're in Tennessee, you don't know who you're related to.
I know.
Don't marry anybody in Tennessee if you got relation there. Because I know a girl right now that lives there or is from there. And she's got a
Stay way up in the
cousin.
hills around here. You know,
She's got a cousin that's her aunt.
literally for like a 7-8 mile radius, everybody I grew up with is my first, second, third, or fourth cousin. And about 3 or 4 that I can think of off the top of my head are my second and third cousins. Because my grandmother and her first cousin married brothers.
And Andrew Hill has ties to Tennessee too. And he has a
Who
channel.
does?
Andrew Hill. He was around there when he showed up with all them people. Now, let me ask you something on that. If you took a U-Haul to
Uh,
Tennessee,
Arms of Angel, Chrissy. If you're the Chrissy that has known her since they lived in Wisconsin or Arkansas, I emailed you back and you never got back to me. But then what state is their marriage license on file? And remember when you answer me that when Ziggy interviewed Dawn, he told her that Clyda Trent is the best friend of his mom that married them. And Clyda Trent is also the person who signed the land over to Dawn for $10 plus other things. That's right, Katie. You don't have to pay for a Social Security card. Exactly.
and the taxes are only like $200 and some a year.
Yeah, on the land, I think it's like 261 or 263. I actually
Yeah,
have the
Candace made
2021 thing that was mailed out. I have a copy of that
yeah,
from the
Candace
Register of Deeds office.
Candace paid that in one video with her and Betty.
Sure did. And you know what? I was going to say this, Miss Pam. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I actually pulled the message that Prayer Garden had sent to Candace and showed it on one of my more recent live streams, and she told her the truth. She told her the truth. That all the struggles that she's having using YouTube and going live and bringing people up, she doesn't have to go on somebody else's panel, and she doesn't have to be monetized, and she doesn't have to hit 1,000 views. She can use any restreaming app, any live streaming app out there. All of them have free test runs. I mean, some of them it might be one recording and one live, and some it might be 3 or 4 of this or that. But if someone was her real friend, I would have thought they would have instructed her of that. But see, their channel won't get all those views, and they won't get advertiser revenue or cash apps. I'm just saying.
On whose? I I mean,
Um, Benny Keys, the Predator Hunters Nation, and all them that's got her on there, and Cam and Allie. Think of instead of people tuning into their channels, they're just going to go to Candace's channel if they would tell her how to do it herself.
yeah, that's what that girl was over there doing, trying to teach her how to do it. The day
Um,
she didn't have the
Arms of
ball
an
hat on.
Angel, aka Chrissy. Honey, I can refer to myself as a dragon with a unicorn horn and 3 tails coming out my ass. That doesn't make me one. There's no record on file in the continental U.S. that I can find a marriage license for myself or any other YouTuber, by the way, has been able to, one, produce a marriage license for Candace and Dawn. 2, Summer's birth certificate. We're waiting.
Yeah, we'll wait. I'm no longer doing anything with PG at all. I'm done with that. She ain't getting
Okay,
my
not
time of
cutting
day.
out Nancy hip, but it was appropriate at that moment because the crows have said on Prayer Garden as far as I am concerned.
I have my reasons.
I also do um my thoughts on Jose and H's dad Andrew and other people that came down from New York. I still feel like it was a drug drop or pickup because all of them left and went right back within less than 24 hours, according to H's dad, and left Jose.
Yeah. I think they stayed longer than that. But who's gonna go? Okay, even if you come with the U-Haul, who's gonna take the U-Haul right back empty? Imagine that. I'll wait.
Yeah, exactly. No damn body.
When
They
you
were
can drop
either
a
trafficking
U-Haul off in
people
the state
or
that you're taking it to. You don't have to take it back to the state you get it. You can drop it off at the state you're going.
exactly. I just had a friend that moved back home from Florida. Her husband was in the Air Force, and that's exactly what they did. They rented the U-Haul in Florida, in Orlando, and drove their shit back here to home and turned the U-Haul in at the McDonald's U-Haul office right next door.
Look up a David House, I think is his name. He used to be a sheriff in Tennessee. He was fired. He was fired for pornographic stuff, and he used to be a sheriff. Imagine that. Years ago. That's on cracking cases.
You talking about the one that lives up on Ben Hill, not the sheriffy dude, but the one that the Light guy, the Frank Light, the one that was allegedly on horseback, supposedly told on, that lives on Ben Hill, that used to be a
No,
sheriff.
no, there's you're talking you're talking Shelfie. You're talking Sheffy or whatever his name is.
No, I'm talking about the older dude that he was a sheriff and he had a bacoodle of stuff.
No, just go to cracking cases. He's got a name on there of a sheriff that was fired a long time ago.
I got the article. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I know, guys, I was real shocked when I saw
And just
Michelle Waltz said
imagine,
that Sheriffy was her number one.
imagine Don helping to try and find Boswell kid, but won't help find his own kid. I'll wait.
What?
Don helped Frank Light look for the Boswell, Evelyn Boswell, but can't search for his own daughter? Because he was on the four-wheeler and the light was on his horse.
Okay, that don't even make sense.
Huh?
But
It don't
again,
make
they didn't know where the Boswell girl was, did they?
no, but Don was helping Frank Light try to find her, but he won't look for his own daughter. He was on the four-wheeler, he went one way and Frank Light went the other way on the horse. And then they end up finding her on a family member's property. And Lawson is related to Don on the Goad side, down the way, but he is related.
Thank you, because there was a Goad and a Wells marriage back in, I think it was around 1829 or 49.
And just imagine, let me put something in your ear. You know when Candace said she was talking about food one night, and she said, Don don't like the food unless it's store-bought food. I wonder why. He doesn't like her cooking or afraid she's going to kill him. Now, his mom had MRSA. What else did his mom have? Or did somebody help it go because they wanted the house? I'll wait.
See, I've wondered the same thing on that one.
But she talked like Don wouldn't eat the spaghetti unless it was bought from the store. And there was other stuff that she mentioned he wouldn't eat unless it was bought at the store. I'm glad we got to talk.
Is the sheriff's deputy that you're talking about from Kingsport?
I don't know. Go over to Cracking Cases. They got it. I was just watching it today. I mean, don't get your channel strike, but I'll go watch it again and get the name for real.
I got it actually pulled up. Hold on a second, I'll show you. Let's see. It's from August 5th, 2011 is this one. The one Frank Light was also involved in. I'll pull that one up. I've got it in my Patreon as well. This one is child porn charges. Churchill, a former Hawkins County Sheriff's Office deputy, and who was most recently an officer with Kingsport Police Department, was charged with involvement in a worldwide child pornography ring this week, and that is a tongue twister. It says Richard Chandler of Churchill was listed as John Doe number 9 in court documents released from the U.S. District Court, Shreveport, Louisiana, and I don't think this is the one. This is another one from Operation Delgado. Wow. Because the other one that I have, the guy currently is out of jail, and he got busted when Frank Light got busted. Let's see. Of course, this could have been the ring that was in. I don't know. I'm looking to see. This Gail stated that Chandler was first hired by Kingsport Police Department 2 years ago as an applicant who had strong recommendations from his former employer, which was Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson. Oh, I mean, he was not serving at the time of Chandler's employment and declined the ongoing investigation. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Guys, don't forget, while y'all giving the Candace, I got a Cash App too. I can't do like Benny and all their gang or whatever they do. Look ass. I can say that. Let's see. Published. I'm one of the Patreon. Bear with me a moment, guys. And by the way, there you go. And that 91, I got 63 last month, just so y'all know. I won't open up and show what declined and stuff. A lot of people cancel 2 days before it's due. Let's yeah. Alright guys, there's a lot. Oh, September, you're killing me, boo-boos.
You read that?
She said, Pam, you have been the best guest ever of all time, sweetheart. Thank you very much for speaking on Summer's behalf. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, September. It should pop up on the screen. I don't know if I have to go out. There we go. I like how it pops up in the middle of the screen and makes that little sound. Okay, Echo, just give me a second and I'll fix it. Okay. Let me get to the Frank Light article. By the way, in case y'all didn't know, there's 2 Frank Lights. Hold on, I'll show you this one real quick. I think it's real important to know this. This is one of the Frank Lights. He is a Kingsport Police Department lieutenant. Who was recognized for his accomplishments. Just FYI, this one also helped. He trained at Quantico and, well, I'll read you the article if you want, but hold on one sec. Oh yeah, this is the official Kingsport Police blog, in case y'all didn't know. Sure did go there. In 2018, you might want to remember some of these names too that were recognized as police officers and later busted as members of a child porn ring. So I'll read you this. Kingsport Police Department Lieutenant Steve Hammonds was recognized for a significant recent accomplishment at a meeting of the City of Kingsport Board of Mayor and Aldermen earlier this week. On March 16, 2018, Lieutenant Hammonds graduated from the Federal Bureau of Investigation's esteemed National Academy program at Quantico, Virginia. The 27th, 271st session of the National Academy consisted of men and women from 48 states. Also included in the class were members of law enforcement agencies from the District of Columbia, 18 international countries, 5 military organizations, and 5 federal civilian organizations. Not done yet, promise y'all. More is to come. Internationally known for its academic excellence, the National Academy Program held at the FBI Academy offers 10 weeks of advanced communication, leadership, and fitness training for selected officers having proven records as professionals within their agencies. On average, these officers have 21 years of law enforcement experience and typically return to their respective agencies to serve in executive level positions. Lieutenant Hammonds now joins multiple fellow Kingsport police officers who are also National Academy graduates. They include Chief of Police David Quillen, Deputy Chief Dale Phipps, Commander Jason Bellamy, Captain Randall Gore, Lieutenant David Moore, Lieutenant Frank Lott, Lieutenant Justin Quillen. Wow. So the lieutenant has the same last name as the chief of police. And several former officers who have since retired.
Okay, this one is out of Sullivan County.
Okay. Lieutenant Hammonds received his Bachelor of Science. Okay. And that's Hammonds. That's not a picture of Frank Light, by the way.
This was a Sullivan County officer found.
Let's go to the next Frank Light article. By the way, the Lights, they also own a funeral home and pet crematorium in the area. It's either in that Moore from Beach Creek or in this Frank Lights.
Nita.
This one actually, that echo, I thought I muted. Hold on.
This.
There we go. Okay. It'll, just so you know, anybody, if it's a news article and you're in the Patreon, when you click any of the words, it'll automatically take you. Let me know if that took care of the echo. I muted Pam while we're in here. Kingsport man indicted on child porn charge. Now, the sheriff's deputy was supposed to be involved in this bust, if it's the same one. Because allegedly, this gentleman snitched. Right. Oh, Katie Kitty picked up on that. Yeah. As in related and one in the same relation. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Bing, bing, bing. How do I do that? Let's see. Bing, bing. There you go, Katie Kitty. Yes, ma'am. Oh, we can listen to the article, y'all. Let's listen to somebody else read this job. Hold on, I'll mute myself too.
Kingsport man indicted on child porn charge. Kingsport, more than 50 images of child pornography that police said were discovered on a thumb drive have led to the arrest of a Kingsport man. Frank Edward Light, 45, was taken into custody Monday on a warrant for sexual exploitation of a minor. A Sullivan County grand jury presentment indicted him on the charge. Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Mornings just got doubly delicious at McDonald's, with the 2 is always better than 1 deal. Start your day with a mouth-watering crispy chicken biscuit and large hot brewed coffee. Or get a savory sausage biscuit and one of your other faves for just $1 more. Choose from a crispy chicken biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or large hot brewed coffee. Mix and match them when you buy one, get one for $1. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
On March 16th, the Kingsport Police Department worked the case and was alerted to the images in December of last year. According to Sullivan County Assistant District Attorney Julie Cantor, a third party initially made the discovery and contacted authorities. At the time, Light was reportedly staying with individuals at a Kingsport residence. Following his Monday arrest by the KPD, he was transported to the Sullivan County Jail in Blountville, where his address was listed as homeless. More on Light's arrest from the Kingsport Times News. You might also read, convicted child porn offender gets 6 years for assaulting Washington Company deputy. Federal jury convicts Johnson City man of selling daughter into porn ring. Mother pleaded guilty in 2014. Tennessee man gets 51 months in prison for child porn.
Next article.
Tennessee is one of the worst places to live for older Americans. The COVID
being slow. Thought I'd lost the live stream. Can y'all hear me now? Thank you, September. I was trying to unmute. It was just thank you, September. Trying to throw me off, I guess. Okay, let's see. Oh, says a former Hawkins County Sheriff's Office deputy who was most recently an officer with the Kingsport Police Department is scheduled to enter a guilty plea to federal child pornography CP charges. Richard Chandler is accused of involvement in a worldwide. It's the same one as the one before. That's what I thought. And there's another one. It's not coming up. It's so amazing. This is what bothers me so much in this case. And I have this somewhere. I don't know that name either. And that's not the one I have. I have one that lives on Rogersville.
Is from Sullivan County. Randy Haas.
Linda Hartman. Right here in front of you, Hunty. Yeah, I got you, Linda. And if you look at the Rogersville Review, the date the article came out is December 3rd, 2011. Former Kingsport Police Department patrolman, Hawkins County Sheriff's Office deputy to enter porn plea. He was busted. Yeah, I noticed that, Katie. He was busted. Right here's his picture on the screen, my darling. Any other questions? You good, Katie. It's straight. There's his picture in his uniform. I was waiting on Miss Linda to comment back. The house. Is that the other one I'm thinking of? Live and Learn is the house guy.
Randy Haas. Out of Sullivan County.
That's what I thought. See, this one is another one. This is the one that wasn't there when Ronnie Lawson. This is Richard Chandler. Is his name. Let's check house. Let's see what we can find. Hold on. Come on. Before my whole hard drive got erased, I had it. Linda, I don't know what you're talking about. What I'm pulling up is literally one of three. And it's public record. The documents, if it's wrong, then you need to call the Rogersville Review. And the Greenville, whatever it is. That's Mississippi right there. The Rogersville Review has 2 separate articles about it. Sorry, I just had to reboot everything. He wasn't just charged, he was convicted. Just so y'all know. He pled guilty. Alright, Pam's up here twice. What's going on over here? Hold on. Jenna Sweet Tea, no. People were asking about that specific deputy. I have another article of another deputy. Oh, and I can't find it. I know it's somewhere in my Patreon. You got Pam. Pam is back.
Thank you. I was lost. I didn't feel lost. I love everyone here. Glad I was able to bring my info.
Yeah, Miss Pam, somebody in the chat is saying that that's the wrong sheriff's deputy. But the article clearly states he pled guilty, so he's been convicted and sentenced.
His
So,
name is Randy Haas, and he's out of Sullivan County.
okay, well, the other one was out of Kingsport, Sullivan County, so there's 2 of them that were former Hawkins County deputies that became Kingsport officers and then got busted. I'm going to pull up Randy Haas while you're talking.
Well, I mean, it's on Crockett Cases on the last, like the chit chat. He says it right there in the beginning, the name, and he shows up his picture. But how's everyone doing this late night, early morning?
See, I've got him involved in an officer involved shooting, I think.
Oh no, I didn't watch it all.
See, I've got pictures for him being a sheriff's deputy in Hawkins County.
This one says Sullivan County. I got it on my tablet.
Me top Sullivan's County instead of Hawkins.
Okay, it says Sullivan County officer fired amidst investigation into sexual exploitation of children. And you'll see a man with a flag behind him. Is the article. It says Times News.
I actually have a couple. Hold on a second. Well, let me share my screen. This is the first one that I remember. And it's sad to say, but there's several. Let me say this real quick. Miss Jenna, you really, really, really. Okay, Scott, thank you. Miss Jenna, sweetie, you really need to rewind because you missed the whole first half of my speech. Like where I went off about it. And by the way, Scott, welcome. I'll drop the link in the chat again if you want to come up. I need to speak to you anyway. I emailed you, I think, but it might not be the right email. I'm not real jazzy, you know. Yep, that's the one I just pulled up. Scott. I have several. Hold on. Show on the stream. Mute. There we go. Okay. You good, Miss Jenna? Can y'all hear me? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's two of them, but it's the same article, two different newspapers. Well, no. One's updated. We'll look at both. Okay. This is the first one. The other one we just found, I hadn't heard of until tonight when I did the Google. This is the guy in the article that I found months ago. Yep, now it's going to ask me to sign in. Shit. Come. Oh, you beast. Okay. Oh, it's going to do it for the same thing on this one. Let me see if it'll let me pull it up through that email. Yep. Okay. Dangum, the Sullivan County coroner under investigation. Okay. I don't know if it'll let me. Let's see. Let's not do that. See if it'll let me pull it up through the email. Or if it's going to block me there too. Ah, I think that'll let me. Okay. I got it, guys. Thank you, Scott H. Randy Haas is the first. It's Haus. And that's the first one. Jenna, I just unblocked you like 3 months ago for doing the same thing. Y'all ignore her. Tell her that Lizzie and Benny are sure to have streams soon. We ain't got no time for that. Okay. This is the picture. And this is in the I'm getting irritated by this stupid thing right now. I bet y'all heard that. All right, let's try again. Can y'all see it yet? Y'all give me just a minute because I got to go potty. Alrighty. Can you guys hear me? Just give me a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Sorry. I ran into a little 2-foot tall terrorist. Say hello. Do you know it's almost daylight and you've still not been to sleep? You can't see out your eyes. You're not sleepy. He's scared of the kitchen. I've heard everything now. What's up, Mr. John QQ? I'm hurt. I was in Bossman Blake's when y'all were talking the other night, and I spoke to you, and you just ignored me. What's up, MTGVTV? How you doing, Miss V? So, guys, just know I have little ears, so we're going to read this, but I will have to stick strictly to YouTube community standards when I read this article, because the 2-foot tall terrorist listens to everything that Nene says. Guys, don't forget to drop my mods, drop John QQ and Miss Make This Go Viral TV's links for me, please. Please. And check out Miss V's, especially if you're a creator, they help me go over my channel, and that's why I'm working on the playlist and updating the settings for my videos and stuff, just so you guys know. We had a nice little I learned how to do some stuff. Oh, thank you. Y'all rock. Listen, you guys help me out. There's always something to be learned. Yeah, we gotta go PG with this one, September. And I gotta go try to find Miss Pam. I've lost her again somewhere, I think. I'm not sure. Um, I lost her somewhere, he said. Somewhere. So, we're going to start reading this article right quick while I breathe. I wish it had one of them play buttons. We'll find out, Lex, because I'm going to read the article out loud. It says, this is the first guy that I pulled up. There's him, there's the Frank Light, there's the other officer that I showed you. We missed you in here, Mr. John Q. We're doing, alright. Scott's got to be in here somewhere. I was a little taken aback, John, when I seen that Trixie was modding for Boss Man Blake. I was like, what? I about ran. But anyway, I don't know where Scott went. He's in here listening. We love Scott. I don't know why he thinks I don't like him. I think Scott does excellent work. I watch his channel often. He had a short the other day, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's about 4.5, 5 minutes. I think it had like a picture of an old house and scene. If you've not watched it, check that one out. To me, he said little bit but spoke volume. And that was Scott H's channel. It's one of the only videos I've seen him upload. Yep, I agree, Angela. Yeah, he's in the house somewhere. He's being bashful. Okay, so we've got former Sullivan County Corrections officer indicted on 42 counts of S.E. of a minor. Sorry, y'all, I kind of edited. This was updated on December 21st, 2012. Putting on no glasses, y'all. And it was by Mac McLean, and thanks Scott again, because Scott actually emailed me this so I could quit trying to find it. So many buried and broken links to stuff in this case, by the way, you guys. It just drives me bananas. This is the Bristol Herald Courier. Sullivan County Sheriff Wayne Anderson delivered a strong warning to the region's parents when he announced Friday that a former jail sergeant has been accused of possessing thousands of SEX, exploitive photographs of kids. What are you doing, Elroy? My baby. Love you. Let's see. Parents need to be aware who their children are hanging out with, Anderson said during a news conference when he announced the charges against Randy Haas, who spent 16 years working at the Sullivan County Jail. If something just does not look normal, then you need to let us know. Well, damn, wasn't that their job? I mean, she was their employee, though. Haas, 46, of R.C. Barrett Road in Kingsport, Tennessee, was charged with 27 counts of SEX exploitation of a minor, 5 counts of especially aggravated SEX exploitation of a minor, and 10 counts of official misconduct after he turned himself in Friday morning. He was released on $100,000 bond and has a December 9th hearing scheduled in Blountville, Sullivan County Criminal Court, according to police records. Anderson said Haas could serve between 105 and 190 years in prison if he is convicted on all the charges. This is sickening to me, the sheriff said. as he struggled with emotion, admitting that he felt disgusted and betrayed by someone who served in a position of trust. If he got that, sure did, but okay, this is 10 years ago. I'm trying to do the math. Where is my phone? Because I'm trying to figure something out right now. What, baby? What you want? You want sleep? Well, go ahead. Nene's trying to find her cell phone. Are you on it? Probably. Yep. Under him. Okay. Just let me, I want to do the math on something. Let's say he got the lowest amount they said, which is about, well, that the light dude, the kingpin, he was getting 150. Let's do some math real quick. Calculator. 105 years. Let's see, 105. Oh, wait a minute. He said years, not months. My bad, y'all. So, what did he get convicted of is the question. Shit, I don't care about, I mean, I see what he was charged with, but if he got them kind of years in 2012, he ain't walking around. Or he shouldn't be. Is he the one that was busted with Frank Light? Anyway, he was released on 105 to 190 years in prison if he's convicted on all the charges. We read that part, position of trust. The charges came after a 7-month investigation. Anderson said the sheriff's office learned of Haas's alleged crimes when a parent came forward to report something they thought was suspicious. He would not say how Haas came into contact with the family, but mentioned that he was around children on several occasions. We started an investigation, and once we did, it opened Pandora's box, said Anderson, who personally fired Haas for a code of conduct violation on April 14th after his office conducted a fast-paced internal investigation. After teaming with the FBI, Anderson said his officers continued their probe and discovered several thousand SEX exploitive pictures of children and minors on his computer and cell phone. The sheriff said some of the pictures were downloaded from the internet, others appeared to be locally produced, and a few of the images included Haas. Anderson refused to provide more details about these images, claiming it will come out if he goes to trial. Anderson then repeated his warning that anybody in position of trust, police officers, teachers, clergymen, and coaches, could be SEX predators, and urged the community's parents to come forward and repeat any suspicious behavior. Well, guys, those of us that are survivors, we already know. I know, baby. I put that out there. We already know that most RSOs, especially one, they do it again when they have the opportunity. And number two, they like those positions like the coach, the clergy person, the choir director, the teacher, the police officer. One, because it's a position of trust, therefore they gain the child's trust, and they fly under the radar. I mean, when the police officer wants to take your son and his son to the daggone ball game, that's the last person you're expecting to be diddling your kid. Over here, lay it down, boo-boo. Come on. You got your toys. Get Baby Yoda and lay down. Okay. Sorry, I got on the soapbox a minute. This is very stressful for all of us, Anderson said, as he talked about the impact of learning that a fellow officer might be a child predator has had on his department as a whole. You see this guy every day. He appears to be a good person. and yet you have no idea what is going on. Haas is not only the sheriff's office employee Haas is not the only sheriff's office employee who is facing criminal charges. Former county animal control supervisor Bill Lane of Kingsport is headed to trial on charges of having NCX contact with a female day worker who was in his custody and 3 counts of official misconduct. His request for pretrial diversion and an alternative to prosecution, sometimes granted to those without a criminal history, was denied. Well, okay, hold on. Just what did he need to tell you? Get up here on your pillow, baby. Well, this is updated April 18th. Okay, I'm going to play the audio. Exactly, Katie. That's what people never understand. Is they can be anyone, your pastor, your Sunday school teacher, your family member, your police officer. Okay, I'm going to go. I want to put this. Hold on. Okay. I want to hit play. Oh! This is driving me bananas right now. There's a play button down here. I want to hit play, but I was going to go off the screen. Yeah, it's going to block me from that update. Arg! Okay. And we lost it. Yeah. But that guy is actually in Sullivan County. The one I pulled up is a Hawkins County officer. I don't understand. Hold on and let me see. Again, thank you, Scott. Guys, don't forget, Cash App and PayPal will be greatly appreciated. Hold on. Okay. Y'all just continue. I got an email I'm reading real quick. Okay. I'm not getting a picture. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I want to show y'all a picture. Just hold on. I'm just fixing it to where nobody can see who sent it to me. I know they're not saying it's me. Alright. Right, Navy Mom. I have to lose some weight because around here, if you went extra large or above, they get you them old school stripes going across. And I don't look good in them, but I'll rock them. I guarantee you I'll lose weight because they say,
That little man a hug.
yes, ma'am, sorry.
And watch that little man like a hawk. You can't trust
Thank you,
nobody in
Miss
this
Pam. We
world anymore.
appreciate you very much.
You can't trust anybody. Keep your kids tight with you. Later, guys.
I know that's right, Miss Pam. I worry so bad about him, it ain't even funny. Bye, Miss Pam. I know that's right. I worry so bad about him. And guys, I just wanted to remind everybody to remember, Miss Pam has been a sunshine. She was probably one of my first 20 subscribers. And we really appreciate her. She was up on panel quite often if you see some of my older live streams and everything. And has a good perspective on this case. I do personally believe in my heart of hearts that at this point with TBI and so many eyes, FBI in here, and so many public eyes on this case, that Lawson and his team have no option but step up to the plate and do what they need to do and what's right. And I hope and pray that we will see that occur. Because what we all want, no matter whether you feel the parents are innocent or not, we all want justice for Summer. And people can come down on me for feeling how I feel and stating what I state and thinking what I think. But at the end of the day, I came to this forum and to cover this case to be a voice for Summer, who doesn't have a voice right now. Because y'all can't convince me in any shape or fashion. If you think I'm wrong about what I'm about to say, go on and put it in the chat right now. Where is her parents, grandparents, whoever? Where is the people in her family that's advocating for Summer and speaking for Summer and what's best for Summer? Where is that? Hell, I don't even hear nobody advocating in that family what's best for the boys at this point. I'm wondering why we don't see a cash app for the boys trust fund. Or, I don't understand as a parent why you wouldn't be more active and proactive. Like I said early on in this broadcast where I began, and this says at the top, you'll see it's my personal opinion section. So I'm about to give it before I say good night and good evening. The fact that it's come out that basically unless a member of law enforcement has contacted them, they've not contacted law enforcement. I'm a grandma. That grandma sat there and said since before Christmas she's not talked to law enforcement. Why the fuck not? Why not? We know your phone works. That's the phone that Candace used to make a phone call. For real. We know Candace knows how to use a phone. She can go on YouTube and upload shit. She can make I can't even make a damn TikTok video. I don't know how. Fuck you mean? Then when I look at the one interview that Sincere Classics adoptive parents gave. And I listened to what that father said, Mr. Thumbs. And all I could see from that interview was that dude's thumbs coming from under his arms. And then I hear Don and Candace talking. It's the same shit. It's an unbelievable story about how a child just vanished into thin air. How does that happen? An adult might do it because they want to. What resources does a child have? They don't got no driver's license. She don't even got a bus pass. My reason for being here is not to advocate for the parents. They're grown as hell. They can make a YouTube channel. They can make Facebook pages, Instagrams. They can drive a car. They can get a job. They can get drunk. They can get high. They can take care of themselves. There's a little girl that just turned 6 years old, and she's still missing. She can't take care of herself. Who needs me or anybody else to speak for them? I just know we have a curious 4-year-old, practically, less than 3 weeks, in the house. We don't even have the bathroom door to where you can get in it if you ain't over 3.5 foot tall. Thank you, John QQ. Much love and respect to you, sir. We don't. Because he can open doorknobs and stuff now. So we got the little hook lock at the top. The screen door's got the little slide bar. Ain't on the outside, it's on the inside. Because God forbid one of us fall asleep and him be awoke and trying to sneak and get out the damn door. Not taking that chance. We don't even have to go to the park. We got one in the backyard practically for little man. But what I don't understand, and I'll never understand, is you marched in a parade, you attended a few vigils, prayer vigils and such, but how many times can you show us that you called Hawkins County, TBI, FBI, CIA, Wells Fargo, who the hell ever, asking what's going on with Summer's case? Why do you have stories on the day she went missing? You've recounted your conversation with H, the little boy that you went and picked up, Allison's son. You've recounted those conversations, right? Okay. You've recounted your conversation that you had with your mama about her knee brace and the cacti and everything. You even recounted the conversation that you had with one of the boys when you asked where's Summer, and they said she's downstairs, she went to play with her toys. That's a conversation. Every time you were asked something about Summer, she liked to twirl. She wanted to be a princess. She used to do this. She always does this. Actually, the normal thing she did was, the fuck you make? Where is the conversation that you had with your daughter? Where you talked about what she's going to wear, what hair bow she's going to put in her hair. No, you can't bring that toy with us because you chose, out of 4 kids, you brought one with you to town that day. Remember that. Why? Why? Where did those other 3 go? And why did you just take her? And why do we not have answers? Why, when you're on a YouTube channel and people are asking you questions, are they coddling you like you're the missing 5-year-old? And no, I've not had phone calls, text messages, smoke signals, interviews, or nothing with persons of interest in the case, and I will not, because I don't want to catch a subpoena, and I sure the hell don't want to do nothing illegal. But if she come up here, or one of them comes in my vicinity, I'm not asking softball questions. So don't try to come up on my channel and talk to me. Can y'all hear me? Can I get a 1 in the chat if anybody can hear me? They're saying we got like 100 people in here and nobody's made a comment. Okay. Okay. I mean, if I'm wrong, I apologize to the parents. I will eat my words straight up and down. But I'll do it knowing that I was advocating for someone that couldn't speak for themselves. Children, animals, those with disabilities. If we don't protect them, and the people that are put in charge of them don't protect them, who the hell will? What chance did this little girl have? Who in her family is going to show us that they gave 2 fucks about her? That's what I want to know. That's what pisses me off to no end. To no end. So talk all the shit anybody want to talk about me. I don't care. I don't care. And like I've said, the best case scenario, best case, is you fell asleep for whatever reason and the kids were outside playing unattended and she went down near the road and got picked up by a pedo. Great parenting. That in itself is neglect. And you're right, ma'am, they did. They took everything away from that little girl. Everything. If you haven't seen that picture where she's shaved to the scalp and looks bucket naked sitting in a brown leather chair, good for you, because I cried. I cried and I threw up and I cried again. The same way I did when I read the indictment in the West case. Exactly, Angela. Pam told us the 2 words from their interviews. I got 2 words. Resurrection and dungeon. That's my 2 words. I can't get that out of my head. That and what father says, remember the interview with Chris McDonough where he called Summer's body evidence? They find her body, it'll be evidence. What? How much more callous and detached emotionally can you be? For real, guys. What? Yeah, exactly. What chance did any of the children have? Guys, all we can do is pray for these boys and pray that Summer is found and that if they go back to their parents, that this has been a wake-up call. At the very least, just pray for these babies. And if tonight show didn't show you, look, and us trying to find the one on the Hoss dude, we found 2 other sheriff's deputies convicted in the past 10 years. I feel like that Summer's missing because people didn't give a shit and didn't do their job as parents. I feel like as a woman, if I had 7 children and I had none of them, I sure wouldn't be sitting up on a YouTube channel. I'm going to tell y'all that. All the shit people want to talk to me about having a damn drive-in charge. Kiss my white ass on that one. You worried about me having 2 or 3 driving my license revoked and unimpaired? I got my kids. Shit. It just makes me disgusted, is the word. And, guys, don't forget your creator. If one of my mods can just, well, I'll do it. I think I got it open. Nope. Open it back up again. I think they definitely shouldn't until they prove themselves worthy, you know, of them kids being back there. Exactly, fam. You don't look for something, you know where it's at. I mean, that's pretty plain and simple. And I keep saying this, you know. A lot of people say Occam's razor. I guess my country version of Occam's razor is the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. We don't need to take the Blue Ridge Parkway to get where the hell we're going. Can we not just take the straight route and get straight there? Because that's what we're being done. If y'all ain't understood, we've been led down the yellow brick road around the Blue Ridge Parkway while we're being laughed at by people who may not have the education and awareness, but they got them street smarts to know how to handle law enforcement and what to do. And y'all remember in our last live stream, I had to cut it out. By the way, those of you that were here, Steve Wilkos hit me with a copyright strike for that, where we got hear about the, what was it, the faint or fail, whatever it's called, that law enforcement does. But remember, Steve's lie detector person, what did he tell us in that live stream? I remember what was very important. When you ask a person a direct question, and rather than answer yes or no, or give you a direct statement, like, or they answer a question before it's even asked and give embellishments like, you know, she walked her 20 feet from Grandma's trailer to the house. You know, that's not that far, just right there. Like he said, 20 feet's not that far away. Like the detective he was talking to didn't know how much 20 feet was. But anyway, when you do that, it's a sign of scripting, storytelling, making up your answers, not being truthful, and buying time to figure out what to say. His first indication, we watched that, his first indication that she was lying was giving extra information and embellishment where it wasn't necessary. I adjusted Grandma's knee brace. We planted cacti. But where's Summer? We asked you about that shit. Where's Summer? That's my point. We know all about everything that's ever happened in the past 6 years, it seems like, of the lifetime of the Wells. But we don't know a damn conversation that Summer had with anybody on the 15th. Remember that. Remember that. And then look and apply that to someone in full-on acute addiction. The big thing is that we got preached to That's what addicts do. You know, today it's one philosophy and tomorrow it's another one. We're all sinners. If you're not going to church on Saturday, you're going on the wrong day. That condemnation of others. There's so many like check marks. You know, like, but they think they're saying what law enforcement wants to hear. They know how to play the game because it's not their first rodeo. Katie, it has now come out that Allie did not, allegedly, Allie did not see Summer that day. That's the new info. Who knows what's the truth? In my opinion, they all shady. And they all know more than we're being told. And whether the parents are trying to hide drug use, drug abuse, or other criminal acts, and it's making them look guilty, as well as H and Allie and everybody else, or they actually had something to do with Summer's disappearance. What you're trying to hide, if it didn't have a direct influence on her coming up missing, makes it look like you do. Does that make sense? The old adage when me and my girlfriend was sitting here talking about our man and did he cheat and whatnot, when you act like you have something to hide, it's because you do. Am I wrong, people? I was pissed when my criminal record got drug out and it was falsified and accusations that were false were made. And I was upset and hurt because I just didn't know people could be so cruel. But what'd I do? I went and got it and showed it. The real deal. Not the fictitious or adjusted one. That it had adjustments made to it. Right, but my point is, you didn't hear me giving no flowery crap. I cussed motherfuckers out. I was mad. But we just got to the truth. We just went straight for the truth. Oh yeah, Katie, it's still... law enforcement moves slow. Bingo, Pam, that's right. You don't have to go to church to be saved and live the right life. You sure don't. Sure don't. And please remember too, guys, think about this. In the West case, when the DA's talking about it, she told us that the first week, which was a year ago, to the day that the charges were filed against those parents, the week after, I think it was Bakersfield took over that case, the children were removed from the home, and at that point, she said at that point, they knew that it was a homicide case. Think about it. They knew it was a homicide case. They knew, and it still took a year for an arrest. And that was fast. That was fast. We've been 8.5. We're pushing at 9 months. On the 15th, it'll be 9 months, y'all. I feel it coming. Katie, go back. And I can't play it because I'll catch another copyright strike and too many and they'll take my channel down. And we can't talk. But, yes, she said 1 week after they switched from, I believe it went from Kern County to Bakersfield. And she said 1 week. They took those kids, it took 1 week, they took the kids out. And they changed the whole investigation. Give here. Yeah, I know, right, September? I feel it. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel it. And remember, I got company again. And remember, y'all encourage. Y'all go on over there when they go live. Get her to talk. Don't ask them softball questions, though. I know he's thinking they are, Chris. You're right. I agree with you. That's why he told us they're not cooperating and they've obtained attorneys. That's why. We wouldn't have been told that if he didn't believe it. You got Thomas? Tell everybody, hey.
Hey, I got Thomas. This one, look.
Hit the bell and subscribe.
He's a bill stuff with this Thomas. With watch the bed mini and big movie of the bride Thomas of the bride and I love Thomas of the bride.
Katie Kitty, little man has got a stash of coffee and no-dos somewhere in this house, I swear.
No, I got Thomas of the bride. No. Thomas of the bride.
I love you.
I said Thomas the bride.
Percy is my favorite.
No, Thomas the bride.
Percy.
No, Thomas the bride.
Percy.
No, don't say that to me, my soul.
Percy is my friend.
Please so rude. I did the bottle.
Okay, you're going to hurt people's ears.
Oh, Thomas of the bride of the movie. I think Thomas of the bride.
Whatever you say about Thomas, you're right. I'm wrong.
I said Thomas the bride.
Thomas the Brave.
And that's the movie.
We're going to make you a kid channel.
That's the movie of the movie of God and the disaster. No.
Listen. You tell him, say, hit the bell and subscribe.
And I got stuff in the toilet.
Oh, God.
And I got Thomas to play on what you
They cannot see you dancing. They said, hey, little man. Say, hey, Miss Pam.
Hey, man.
No, Pam. Say, hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Say, hey, Miss Katie.
Hey, Miss Katie.
September. And Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Tingma.
September, you got Timber. That's as close as Timber.
Hey, Tingma. Dada.
If y'all can see what I can see, he is dancing.
I want to squish it.
Oh.
I want to squish it. The poop. I want to squish it. I want to squish it.
What are you squishing? No, you can't. That's Nini's.
Oh,
Please don't.
no. I'm not going to bust it.
Okay, please don't. You'll make Nini cry.
Okay.
What are you getting? No, you can't have my unicorn ball. Please. But your mama bought that for me.
What?
But you busted yours.
No.
Yes, you did. You had glitter all over you.
You in the pussy.
I wasn't even in the house. Give me my ball. Where's Hulk Hogan? Where's your Hulk Hogan man? Or your Thomas? I'll take Thomas. Mr. Thomas.
No.
Give me my ball then.
No.
Trade me. It's not working. Listen. Tell him. Say Cash App, PayPal, gang. You do it. He does nothing that I tell him, if y'all can't tell. I don't know why he thinks he's spoiled. Are you spoiled? That face, they cannot see your face. Excuse me, give me my glitter. He loves my glitter, but if you keep knocking my coffee over, we're fighting. And I'll win. Because I'll just lay down.
Okay.
Then leave that alone. Stop messing. Listen, you're going to break things that we need later. You know, like your neck, your leg, your hand, my neck, my leg, my hand. Listen, you're hitting buttons on the remote. You just changed stuff. Listen, tell Jeremy to go away.
I can't want it.
You can't want to? Does anybody else out there have a kid that don't say I won't or I don't want her, I'm not gonna? They'll tell you they can't want to.
You do the pot.
Huh?
You're the bookie.
No. We don't say that.
No, you're the potty.
No, I don't need to potty. Do you need to go potty?
No, you're the potty. You're the potty. I got the
I'm the party? I think you just broke my unicorn thing, little man. You just busted it. Just like you did yours. Why did you do that to Nene?
My one is really gone. I don't know.
You just broke mine.
Where did mine go? I don't know where.
You busted yours. That's why you were wearing glitter everywhere. You just busted. You just broke mine.
No.
Yes.
No, where it go?
What you mean, where did it go? I'm holding it. It's broke. I'm so hurt. I might cry later.
You did it.
What in the world? What'd you do? Eat spinach, Popeye?
Yeah.
Hey. I'm not wrestling. I'm too old. My back hurts.
I love you.
This is why my back got thrown out in the first place, y'all.
Bye. To my back.
Oh, Miss Katie.
Hey, Miss Katie. I love you, Katie.
Oh. You just broke my heart. You can break my back again. Come on. I love you. Come here. Yeah. Oh, my baby. I love you. You're my gift. Mwah. Oh. Okay. Tell everybody good night, and then we're gonna go play.
Goodbye. I'm gonna have sleep in the morning and be wake up and be sleepy and be sleep.
I just said good night, and we're gonna go play, and he done told y'all a whole story. I can't believe you broke my unicorn.
Good night, everyone.
And Miss Katie, if you didn't hear him, he did say, I love you, Katie. What did you do? What happened to your Spider-Man? Spider-Man must have hoped. What'd you do, get something on him? That looks like candy. I got it. Nene got it out for you.
Come on, let's play.
Oh, my Lord. Miss Katie said thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Tell everybody good night.
Good night, everyone.
Listen, hit the bell, subscribe,
Hit the bell outside and hit down here.
and hit the Cash App and PayPal.
Hit down here.
Cash App.
And
Say Cash App.
and go down to
Y'all are missing it. Y'all can't see it. They can't see you pointing to the bell. Oh, he's pointing to the bell on the TV. Y'all just don't understand. See, and he's watching himself in the mirror. You are a ham.
Click down here and subscribe. Get the bell down here. And you have to turn my videos up.
Come here.
Right,
Come here. Come here. They don't care nothing about Thomas in the truck. Tell them. Say good night.
Good night.
Say, hit the Cash App and the PayPal and the bell and subscribe so we can get more Thomas and Spider-Man. Okay. He's getting delirious because he's past sleepy, y'all.
Let's play.
Hit the quad. There you go. I'm telling your mama you broke my unicorn that she bought me.
And of my videos of you and my Spider-Man
Yeah, Miss Sam May will be here too.
my videos, Spider-Man, and the video on Spider-Man.
I'm gonna take video of y'all and end this broadcast while he's talking. I'm gonna say peace, love, and light. And
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. But
stop being silly.
hello.
Stop being silly. All right. You hear that?
Where's the stacker?
Look. Want to hear this? Okay, hold on. Here. You need these. Put these on your head. Just one. No, don't put it like, put them right there. Don't put them over your ears because it's too loud. Alright, little man says that you guys are
awesome!
You hear that?
What's the stacker?
Huh?
What's that man? What's that
And I say peace, love, and light, and we'll see you guys later tonight.
What's that called?
Thank you.
What's that called? What's that
Awesome! Awesome!